Chetan, I want to ask you directly and very, very specifically, because I want to keep it specific. Is this bad for Karnataka? You know, you cover this sector. Obviously, this is technically advantage Tamil Nadu because the facility gets set up in Hosur, which is in TN. How does this look? Before the elections, how does this look as far as Karnataka is concerned?
Well, Shiv, you're absolutely bang on when you say that, it is indeed a big loss for Karnataka, because let me inform our viewers that Karnataka was one of the first states in India to have a dedicated electric vehicle policy. Now it eventually loses out to about 3,000 odd direct jobs. And if we talk about direct jobs, it could be more than about 2,000 to 3,000 more. So, Shiv, it's also important from the technological aspect of the sector to understand how will this affect India's electric vehicle ecosystem. Well, localizing the critical elements of the EV supply chain, such as batteries, will make EVs more affordable. While India has only a fraction of raw materials that are needed to satisfy the domestic demand. In fact, a forecast by CRISIL has in fact shown that the growth of EVs in India is slated to grow by 100-fold by 2030. Well, it's also important to know, Shiv, that if Ola has to start rolling out its electric cars by 2024, the company would need a stable manufacturing policy and, of course, a reliable supply chain, because remember, Ola was eventually caught up with some fire issues in its scooter, for which they had to issue a recall. So correctly, Ola needed a stable policy regime. They needed a place which could probably have more stable business environment.
I'm assuming that is why. I'm also assuming that, with the establishment of this Ola facility, Mohan, I'm coming to you. You can respond to Aiyshwarya, that with the establishment of this facility, it will also have a sort of cascading effect. Other industries interested in being part of the electric vehicle ecosystem will similarly set up base there, and then it will have a kind of chain reaction advantage as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. So it's not just about Ola, it will be others involved in this kind of, future facing technology. Mohan, go ahead. Yes.
Sure, I can't understand how Congress person can make that kind of a statement saying that land is hardly any criteria for that matter. Come on, land is the basic criteria. That can happen. If the technical issue is there, the deal doesn't happen over there. I want to recall one incident in 2015 where Mr. Siddaramaiah was the chief minister. See, the Chinese government called 3 chief ministers from India, Mr. Siddaramaiah and also the Gujarat chief minister and also Maharashtra chief minister, where the Foxconn wanted to invest in India. Just because he wanted to go along with Narendra Modi, Siddaramaiah never went over there because of an ego issue. There was no technical issue at all. And Karnataka lost Foxconn and it went to Maharashtra. Now they are doing a chip conductor manufacturing in Gujarat, along with Vedanta. So for the sake of ego, he lost 50,000 jobs in Karnataka. There was no technical reason for that matter. Okay. During his regime, the FBI from ISIS or other terrorist organizations used to come to Karnataka, not from these kind of companies. Please understand. And Karnataka received 21 billion in only 1 year, whereas Congress used to receive hardly 20 billion. And Aiyshwarya spoke about, the unicorns and startups. There are 107 unicorns across India. Out of 107, 40 is there in Karnataka. Out of 40, 31 unicorn happened after 2019. Please do understand. Okay. The Karnataka is based for investment and people are coming over and investing. It's fully a technical issue, unlike Congress, where for the sake of ego, we lost a bigger opportunity for Foxconn in the year 2015. Those kind of things should not come into the picture. And please, if you see India as a whole, I hope Congress at least now they understand Make in India is working.
Aiyshwarya, go ahead. Multiple charges at you saying that this is a one-off technical issue. It's a flash in the pan. Certainly unfortunate, but definitely not representative of any, large trend of industries leaving Karnataka for Tamil Nadu. And they're saying that the Congress is no one to speak.
Foxconn was in preliminary talks and the Taiwanese, Mohan, and the fact of the matter is nothing came to fruition. It was a conversation that was had, and then they decided that there were other places that it could invest in. If you believe or if you want to spread the fake news that Mr. Siddaramaiah was responsible for it, then I think it's extremely shameful that you're doing it on a responsible national channel. One. Second thing is, if you want to talk about one entity, fine, Shiv, you're talking about one unit. You still can't tell me why they were okay with working here last year and suddenly they're not. And the other thing is, tell me why investments have dropped from over 50% from what used to be half of the country's investment. We have basically come down to less than 20 or 25%, if I'm not wrong, at this point. And it's not one company that's brought it down. And the state today also, if you're looking at what they proposed for us in the budget, tell me what has been a positive step for any sort of development. You basically allocate everything to renaming and basically reintroducing schemes that should have been done over 3 years. And today the fact of the matter is Karnataka and Kannadigas have lost opportunities. The hue and cry they made when Apple decided that they would not come here, and the way that they said a coalition government is singularly at fault for this, why is it today that the opposition cannot
Okay.
ask the government the same? They have a double engine sarkar, of course. They have progress, Vikas, Amrit Kal from the top to bottom. And yet my state is suffering where only for Upper Bhadra project I got something. As an offshoot, I get a little bit from railways. But what have they done for the people of Karnataka? Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
This is eyewash.